Hello, my name is Chris Jessic, and this is my very first real video all on my own. I'm a little nervous, so let me just quickly introduce myself. I've been pouring for about 3 years, been an artist for 40 plus years, so but I really got into pouring. It's crazy. I love realism and detail, but there's something about pouring, and if you're watching this video, you know what I mean. It's very addicting and great fun. It's like opening a present every time. So I'd like to show you a couple of things I've done in the past, and then tell you what I'm going to do tonight. I'm a real big fan of glue and water as a medium. This is one I did with glue and water, and I think maybe I threw some Liquitex in there as well. But when I want cells, that's what I use, because I think the glue will hold the cell shape, and once you're happy with your composition, that's what you get. You're not going to find it all screwed up the next morning, hopefully. As I said, I like to paint realism. Here's a pour I did. I think this was may have been Deco Art pouring medium with Arteza paints, and then I added a little froggy there to just add some interest to it. And this I didn't even varnish it, just that's how it dries, the Deco Art pouring medium. It's amazing. So it's a little tricky to use, but the results I think can be wonderful. This was funny. I've given up pouring many times, and this one, I think I just dumped every kind of pouring medium I had left. I thought, this is it. I'm never going to pour again, and came up with this. The little bugs just showed up. Just kidding. Of course, I painted those later, but well, it's kind of neat. I thought, one of my last ones, and I really like it. So here I am pouring again. Oh, and I want to show you. I get frame. These narrow canvases, the 5/8 inch ones, I don't think they're sufficient to be on their own, hanging on a wall. I feel they need a frame. So I get frames from this place in Los Angeles. This is a wooden frame, 2-inch frame, and it just, I mean, look how that dresses that baby up. Oops. Well, this one don't fit very good. Okay, maybe this is a bad frame, or the canvas could be goofy. But anyway, you see, I think I just turned it, did exactly the same thing. But anyway, look how that dresses it up, and then you don't have to worry about the edges. Well, that was a bad example. Let's see how this one, maybe this one will fit in there. Yeah, there we go. I think it was the canvas. I mean, it makes it like a substantial piece of art when you put a frame around it. When I don't want to invest in a frame or put a frame on it, I paint on the thick gallery wrap canvases. So anyway, as I said, I'm basically a glue and water gal, but lately I have been playing with Artist Loft Ready Mixed and having a lot of fun with it. Great results. Well, I've got this one in my hand. This is one that I challenged myself to use red and green in the same painting without getting mud, and I think I succeeded. It's very Christmassy looking, kind of candy cane like, so that's fun. Another one, this is also Artist Loft Ready Mix pouring paint. I did this one with a hair dryer, and again, this also dries with this gloss. You don't need to varnish it. I mean, look at that shine. You probably can't see the painting too well, but you know, people complain about the price of them, but I always get them. I always use a coupon, get them at least 40% off. and you don't have to varnish. I mean, and to me, that's a big time saver and money saver. And it's also paint and pouring medium in one. I do love the science part of mixing my own medium and paints and all that. And I'm big into that, so don't get me wrong. But this is a lot of fun too. So lately, I've been doing this kind of thing where I do a kind of a ring pour and then I drizzle on top of it. Get that? I'll show you one more. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight, is this kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun, but you know, you never know. So far, they've pretty much all been successful. Hopefully, my debut video will be as well. So I'm not showing you how to put the paint in the cup because there's nothing to it. It comes straight out of the bottle. Squeeze it in the cup. If I do more videos, if you want me to do more videos, if I want to do more videos and use my glue mix, I will show you everything. But the purpose of this pour, there's no point in wasting your time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of a ring pour, and then I'm going to drizzle some of the leftover paint on the top and then tilt till I'm happy with it. So, wish me luck. Here we go. Start by just kind of a straight pour, and then maybe a little ring, circle, 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 and then maybe jiggle, mix it up a little bit. There's no rules, as you know. You've been doing this for any length of time, you know, you're free to do whatever you want. I don't think I used enough yellow. There's not a lot of contrast here. Let's hope that purple comes through. Or white. You want to have contrast, light and dark, to have a dramatic painting or something of interest. You don't want it all the same value. Circle, circle, circle. Okay, now when I get down to about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way poured, then I do something a little crazy. Are you ready? I go like this. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Just dump out the rest of the paint to give it a little something to slide around on. And then I look at it. What do I like? What do I don't like? What don't I like? I don't like that part there. It's too much. I like the dimensional look of these drizzled parts. I like that. Probably going to lose it though. I've got some pretty nice rings. Let's see what happens. This stuff does kind of set up quickly. It dries fairly quickly. So you might not have as much time to play with it as you do with glue mixes and some other pouring mediums. But I'm really taken with the effects you can get. They're kind of translucent. They don't cover the sides real well. I know that's a big complaint about some people, for some people. But again, I frame anything this thickness, so I don't worry about the sides too much. I don't worry about them on a thick canvas either. Once I'm happy with the composition, I stop. I let it dry, and then I'll paint in any voids on the side with a color, usually dark, something in the painting. All right, now I've got covered. Let me look at, oh yuck, I've got a little something in the paint there that's causing some odd. Well, now I don't like that. I don't like that white part at all. There's something odd in there. I have tweezers here somewhere, but I don't want to hunt for them. Right there. I probably messed it up. Well, okay, this was not a huge success, but what to do? I don't like that white, but I was talking about contrast, and I don't have much if I don't. Maybe I'll just get rid of it there. Get rid of that booger. Sorry. And that weird I got another one over here. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't hate it. This might be one I would enhance with some insects or fish or something. It's interesting. It's certainly not a favorite, but it could be worse. Do I have anything left in? I have something left in here in the cup. Should I brave it? And I feel like I need to for balance. Like, you know, there's white up there, but there's no white over here. Let's see what happens if I do this. I might regret this, but we'll see. Started off the canvas and then no. That was not good. I don't know if I can bridge that gap. Oh, why did I do that? There wasn't enough in the cup to... That was not smart. Let's see what happens if I tip that off. Turn it so you can see. Goodbye. I find that if I really am not happy with something initially, if I stretch it, sometimes magical things happen. Not always. Okay, I think I'll stop here. I would call this somewhat of a fail. Not an epic fail, but certainly not my best work. Here it is. I don't know how to bring the camera down, so I'm bringing a painting to the camera. I think it's got possibilities, perhaps for enhancement, so I think I'll leave it at that. I have to wash my hands somehow and turn that camera off. How do I do that? I guess I take off my gloves. Ding dong. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me. And if you feel like it, watch, and I'll try to do another one, maybe weekly. We shall see. Thank you again. Bye-bye.